My name is Charles. 12 years ago, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. It set me on a journey to better understand this condition. It's taken me around the world as I hope to change not only my life, but others living with this disease. I've teamed up with some of the best in health to find ways to not only control, but to reverse. It does not take much to live for others, and what we leave is how we will be remembered. I hope at the end of this journey, we will see that hope is a good thing and the start of a better future. Welcome to Reversed. On this season of Reversed, I feel like I have the dream team over here.
Try to breathe in through your nose.
You don't want to give up if you have type 2 diabetes.
You are really in a loving environment.
Lisa's taking care of Lisa.
Of course I want to do well, but it's a learning process.
What I was cooking? Does it smell like chocolate? Does it smell like chocolate? Things that...
Once we put all the pieces together, the result is much easier to achieve.
I must say it has been truly eye-opening.
And I think that everybody wants to learn.
Viva Costa Rica. My name is Charles Maddox. I am the executive producer and creator of Reversed. Reversed is the first ever diabetes docu-reality series. I created this a few years back, and this is the second season. As someone who was diagnosed with diabetes probably about 12 years ago, I wanted to find a way to educate people and inspire people about diabetes and the comorbidities that come with diabetes. Our first season was very successful. I would like to invite you to Jamaica.
No.
Welcome to Jamaica, I tell you.
I know what you're dealing with is probably a lot.
I go through all the time. And sometimes you think you're alone.
Carefully. This is truly everything that I've worked for.
Diabetes is something that can be controlled.
I want you guys to kind of really see what complications can come from.
I don't remember when the last time it was that I felt so good.
I feel like I'm being treated different.
Yeah, but you're not. And you're not freaking handicapped.
Who is actually here to change their life. And we've had some of the guests that are on this season actually that were on the first season. About a year and a half ago, I discovered ketogenic and actually the intermittent fasting lifestyle. And it kind of just blew me away. After having it for 12 years and almost realizing that I didn't know anything about diabetes, this is really a tool to be able to reach those people and educate those people. We brought 4 people in here for this season who basically knew very little about ketogenic, and we brought some of the best in the business. Dr. Ken Berry, who is seen by millions of people on his social media for the work that he does in ketogenic.
Hey, this is Dr. Berry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So many people think that a ketogenic diet means that you live on bacon, butter, and ribeye steak, and that is not necessarily the case.
Maria Emmerich, who is one of the best in the business as far as ketogenic and recipes and food.
Now let's dive into why a ketogenic diet is very important to bone health. Well, you've heard that saying that you need to eat every 2 to 3 hours to fuel your metabolism, right?
We've got features from Jason Fung, who is the guru of intermittent fasting.
Charles invited me to share with you, and I'm so happy to be here, to help you understand some of my passion and my mission.
Dr. Vega, who is a local to Costa Rica.
¿Por qué perder peso no es un tema de dieta solamente? Tomemos por ejemplo el sueño. Cuando una persona duerme menos de 7 horas por noche, se ha encontrado que el páncreas detecta en menor cantidad la presencia de azúcar en sangre.
Carl Schallahorn, who is our mental health expert.
1 out of 5 young people lives with a mental health condition.
So for any young person that feels maybe strongly from any kind of condition, let someone know.
What I really wanted to do this season was be able to focus and have these experts really detail and give them the ins and outs of not just ketogenic, not just diet, but also understanding how the body plays, food plays a role in the body, how understanding the kidneys, understanding the liver, understanding cholesterol, understanding blood pressure, blood sugar. Because a lot of us who have diabetes, we really don't even understand any of these things, and we aren't taught these things. So this season, I'm so excited to introduce Reverse 2 in Costa Rica, and I know already we're going to be blown away by the results. So, welcome to Reversed.
My name is Janet Mascarenas, and I just got here in Costa Rica to be in the second season of Reversed. When I was diagnosed with diabetes 5 years ago, I was terrified. I know what diabetes can do, how it can destroy a person's life limb by limb, literally. So when I really sat down to think about it, I was thinking, I don't want to take insulin. That scares me, not because I'm afraid of needles, but that means that, to me, that means that the body isn't able to work on its own and health has diminished. So that was my first fear. But then as time's going on and I'm losing my vision, that became a whole other fear altogether. So the fear being that if my vision is gone, how am I going to do what I love to do? I'm a project planner and I literally need my vision to create, and losing all of that is, basically to me, it's like losing my purpose in life.
My name is Lisa Campbell. I'm from Conyers, Georgia, and I am definitely a type 2 diabetic. Hey y'all, this is Lisa. Let me tell you what, after the first show, I did go home determined that I was going to conquer the world, and I did a pretty good job. I did lose 60 pounds. My A1C was down to 5.9. My kidney function had dropped 15%, which, by the way, if you're a diabetic, that's pretty good. You've got to keep your eyes on your levels in your kidney function. I was on top of the world. I felt the best I'd ever felt. I was eating properly. I was determined. And then on January 27th, 2018, my world changed. My focus changed from me taking care of me to my husband died. Roger had just had both his second leg amputated, and we thought things were going okay. He was coming home on the 28th. We were making plans, and I got a call from the hospital on the 27th and said, your husband's not doing very well, which, by the way, I learned is not a good sign, because when I got to the hospital, he was on life support, and he had already had 2 heart attacks. So my focus went from taking care of me to How am I going to take care of me? My focus, my determination changed from me to how am I going to survive? Well, it's taken me a little bit of time, about 2.5 years, but now I'm ready to get focused again on me and my health.
Coming up on Reversed.
My diabetes is back, and I have to take care of it.
I lost my focus on taking care of my health.
I would love to have you at the house.
My name is Amanda Summers. I just arrived in Costa Rica for Reverse Season 2. I'm here to support my mom, Lisa, as she goes through the journey with her ketogenic experience. I'm excited to be there with my mom during this time and being able to be her support through this, as well as gaining some knowledge for myself through healthy, conscious eating. It's been quite an adventure since the last season. With Roger passing, it took a toll on everybody in the family. It took a toll on my mom, the absolute hardest. He was an absolutely amazing human being with one of the biggest hearts, and he supported us and loved us like we were his own. He is the kind of man that would literally give you the shirt off his back and just do small things to make you smile. He was a wonderful addition to our family, and he is still a part of our family and in our thoughts constantly. Seeing how it impacted my mother was very tough. Seeing her fall off the food wagon and trying to stabilize herself and balance herself, losing somebody that she loves so deeply, losing her best friend. It took a toll, but I can say watching my mom come back in a much stronger and more powerful form, it's absolutely beautiful, and it really just reminds us of what we're capable of.
So my name is Jerome Hughes, and I'm here. I'm dealing with type 2 diabetes. 1, I have heart condition. That's number 2, and I'm a 17-year survivor of HIV. Hey guys, it's Jerome. Yes, I'm back for season 2. Guess what? Diabetes is an ever ongoing thing that we definitely have to control. Season 1, you saw the success that I had when I had reversed my diabetes. Unfortunately, in the past 3 years, things have happened. I have also dealt with some struggles and whatnot. And I'm not proud to say that my diabetes is back, and I have to take care of it. So with that being said, I'm looking forward to season 2, where we're going to actually start to do keto. And we're going to also learn ways and tools how to better ourselves, better our knowledge, and also use the practices in order to control our diabetes. With that being said, I know for a fact that controlling your health is high priority. In March of last year, I contracted COVID. With all of the things that I have going on with me, I could have been one of the statistics. Could have been where I actually would not be right here having this conversation. Also, let me give you another little update. I've actually been living with HIV for the past 17 plus years. Some things, some stigmas, some other things that people just don't really understand about HIV, I have been an advocate as far as that is concerned. Because I want people to know that no matter what ailments that you do have, you can be stronger and live longer as long as you take care of yourself.
Coming up on Reversed.
If you're willing to be a part of this, I would love to have you at the house.
I want to be there for Amanda and Mariah.
It just happened 3 years ago. Roger died.
Hey, Janet, how are you today?
I'm good, Charles. How are you doing?
I was really touched and moved, and wanted to hear just real quick, why you feel that this program and what we're getting ready to do would be perfect for you.
Well, when I found out I was a type 2 diabetic,
yeah,
I thought for sure that there was another way or a more natural way to treat diabetes. I just didn't know what that way was. So I was looking and searching, and when I spoke to my friend, and Letty Ann, your friend,
yeah,
she had told me that you were a diabetic advocate.
Mm-hmm.
So you were looking for some candidates to be on this series.
Yeah.
And when I heard about that, I was really excited, with the thought that, wow, this is possible. I can, if I was able to get into this show, and as you know, I did contact you several times.
Yeah, you did. We've been talking to a couple of people, and if you're willing to be a part of this, I would love to have you at the house. I think that you can do tremendous. I think that, the information and the experts that we're going to be working with can definitely change your life. So I'd love to choose you to be a part of Reversed in Costa Rica.
I would love to, Charles. That would be so exciting. I understand it's not a vacation. I understand that it's hard work, and I'm determined to do what it takes.
Well, tell your family. You got your passport? I think I asked you about that.
Yes, I do. Ready?
All right, you got your passport ready. Let your family know, and we'll stay in touch with a little bit more details as we start to get kind of closer to the day. But Janet, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for wanting to make this step, and I look forward to seeing you in Costa Rica.
The main reason that I'm here is because diabetes, particularly type 2 diabetes, has been in my family for generations, and I am trying to break that cycle. I really want to do it because, it's for not only for me, but I want to be there for Amanda and Mariah, because diabetes has been in my family for so many generations, and I really want to break that cycle. For me, I thought I was doing all the right things, not to get it, and I knew I'd probably get it, but not in such an early age. The thought of either going blind or having all these complications by the time I'm a grandma, and I want to be there for them, and also I want to teach them that this can be prevented. Mm-hmm. So the only way I can do that is through this Reverse series, which Charles did all this research, and he put what he calls a dream team of doctors and experts together to show you and teach you how to do the keto diet and intermittent fasting, and how if you do it, I guess, the right way, it should and would help reverse all those effects to the point where you don't even have to take medication. So that's the goal for me. It's not to inject or take more medication. I don't want to take any at all.
Janet blew me away.
From the moment she reached out, her warm, loving soul, along with her tenacity and wanting to be a part of this series. At times, I feel a higher power helps put these shows together. Janet is one I feel was brought for such a bigger and greater reason than maybe even she knows. I can't wait to see her make those changes for her health and for her children. Hey, Lisa, how are you, young lady?
Hey, Charles, I'm good. How about yourself?
So I wanted to give you a really quick call. Just wanted to see where you were at health-wise. I know you did mention it, but just wanted to see how you're doing now, and as far as your diabetes, and I know you mentioned that you wanted to kind of get back on the wheel. You know, what took place?
What just happened 3 years ago, Roger died.
Yeah.
He had gone in for his second amputation, and he was doing well, according to the doctors. He had his amputation on Thursday. He was going to come home on Sunday, and Saturday he died of massive heart attacks. So that kind of really messed up my focus and determination with my weight loss and my health, because, you know, when you're dealing with so much pressure and drama, and the grief was unbelievable, and I quit caring about what I was doing.
And
But
you
I'm
had
back on
you
track.
had made some amazing changes when we left.
Yes, yes.
Tell us about that.
I know that because of the show, I was able to help many other people get on track with their diabetes, and that was so exciting. In fact, one girl went from lots of insulin to no insulin. The doctor said, "You're getting your sugars too low." So, you know, the show Reversed was amazing. It informed me, and it made me stop and think that it was time for me to learn to take care of me.
And since Roger passed, I mean, have you taken even your health that much more serious? Because we know if Roger probably would have, man, if he would have just taken some of those examples from that show and went home and really put it into practice, that hopefully, who knows, things might have been a little bit better if we would have caught things a little sooner. What do you think about that?
I think that he was not interested in changing his lifestyle. It got to the point where I would make supper and he'd go, "Nope, not eating rabbit food." And he'd go heat himself up a hot dog and eat some chips. So, yeah, I think that his life would have been spared if he had stuck with the diet.
If you will allow us to have you, we will love to bring you back, Lisa, and do another amazing season, and hopefully this time really make the changes last. So I'm glad you're in.
I would love it. Thank you so much. It's so cool to think that I have that second opportunity to live life again.
So we will stay in touch with you and keep you posted on when we're going to be shooting and get you over to Costa Rica. We're actually going to Costa Rica this time.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
I am.
I have had Costa Rica on my heart for over a year.
Wow.
When my daughter went, she sent pictures, and in my heart, I wanted to go so bad. But being in the condition I'm in, being alone, travel was absolutely not thought of.
Yeah.
It would be so awesome. Oh, yes. I'm definitely in, yes.
Get those bags packed and get the passport, and we'll keep you posted, and I'll talk to you soon, young lady.
All right. Thank you so much, Charles. You're awesome.
All right. Bye-bye.
I came back this season because life happened. My Roger died, and I lost my focus on taking care of my health. I went back, I gained 40 pounds of the 60 that I lost. I'm wanting to come in and take control again and continue the journey I started, and this time it is going to happen.
Lisa steals my heart. Her and Roger appeared on season 1, and she did such a great job I had to bring her back for season 2. Lisa had made some amazing changes, but after Roger's passing, life happened. And she not only needed to get back on her health, but I wanted to give her a great time away from all that she's gone through over the past 2 years. Can't wait to see her make the changes and that big old loving smile of Lisa's.
Coming up on Reversed.
I'm here to support my mom, Lisa.
Things happened last year, last March. I contracted COVID.
There's a mental side, emotional side, spiritual side.
I'm here to support my mom, Lisa, being the support emotionally that she may need during this time. It's incredible to have the opportunity for her to start over again and regain herself in a positive manner. With all the doctors and the experts that are here, I have complete faith that the outcome will be tremendous and life-changing, not only for her, but also for myself. My mom is one of my favorite people in the world. She has been such a support for me through all of my needs, emotionally, mentally, physically. I would say she is my best friend. She is the woman I call whenever I need to talk just about anything. And I'm so grateful to have her. And I'm also very grateful to be a part of her support system throughout this. What I would like to see her take away from this is learning a healthier way of living, and having her apply it to her life daily. I would love to see my mother become the woman that she is inside, the woman that I see her, the woman that everybody sees her as not just a body, but as this beautiful woman who inspires and supports anybody around her.
I thought it was key for Lisa to have support. Amanda, her daughter, also wanted to learn more about her health, keto, and intermittent fasting. I felt Lisa having someone that could encourage her after the show could be a very positive force going forward. Amanda is an amazing young lady and daughter, and Lisa's going to be in great hands with her sticking to her goals with Amanda's help. Hey, Jerome, how are you, brother?
I'm well. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I see you got the little doggy over there with you.
Yeah, Miss London.
So, Jerome, I talked to you a couple weeks back about doing another season. And I was a little concerned because, number one, I saw you had put on a little bit of that weight.
Mm-hmm.
And, you had gone down after the first season. You had gone down to how much weight did you lose?
I probably lost about 30 pounds.
30 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And how is your diabetes now? Because you had actually come off of insulin.
Things happened last year, last March. I contracted COVID, and I was in a very depressed state. I gained some weight. had to deal with some health conditions and whatnot. And yeah, unfortunately, my diabetes took a hit with that as well.
Well, I want to make it a little bit easier for you too as well and kick you off with a little kickstart here. I would love to have you back on this season.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to be shooting in Costa Rica.
Oh,
And
whoa.
and this time we're focusing on the ketogenic diet. I'm sure you've heard about that, and also intermittent fasting. And we've teamed up with some amazing doctors who are coming in, and some local doctors too as well. So I would love to have you back. We're going to be shooting in a couple of months. And this time, it's going to be I hope that it's going to be a game changer. It's going to be turned up even more with keto and intermittent fasting, and to give you the tools that you could use from now on for the next 100 years per se.
Mm-hmm.
All right, brother, give that dog all my best.
Say bye, Lord.
and we'll talk soon, and I'll see you in Costa Rica, brother. Jerome is like a brother to me. Not only do we talk all the time, but when I'm in Atlanta, I usually stay at his house. Jerome is someone I want to see live a very long, healthy life. And with heart issues, after battling COVID and HIV, making sure his diabetes was in check and his weight was where it needed to be was something I wanted to help be a part of. Plus, he's a ton of fun to be around, and I love his friendship. I feel this is going to be our most powerful season yet. Keto and intermittent fasting can change lives. It's always been my goal to help as many as I can as I help my own health. And over the next few days, I am sure we will grow together and make a difference.
Oh my gosh, how was y'all's flight?
Long.
Oh gosh.
Mine was a direct flight. I was very fortunate. Everything went really nice.
Really?
How about you?
Mine was pretty good. Now, when we landed, it was like boom.
But we made it.
We made it, yeah.
We're here. And I have to say, Jerome and Jen, I'm really so excited to be here with you. And I really look forward to being able to talk and kind of draw into this whole conversation about keto and diabetes management and kind of dive into some of the mental health aspects, which I think is so important.
I'm Carl Schallhorn, and I work in the behavioral health field. And I've been working now for nearly 20 years, and one thing I've recognized is the connection between mental and physical health. And the reason I'm here is because I realize that with people who live with diabetes, there are so many factors involved that affect their mental and emotional health. I've seen it firsthand, even with my own family. But I realize it's taken effort, and I think the thing we want to recognize too is with our mental health, we have to learn how to make those changes mentally so we can see the changes physically.
Very much so, because people don't realize what diabetics go through on a day-to-day basis. We go through our ups and downs, and I think that with the right mindset, we can have our better days versus our rough days.
So I feel like you're seasoned in a sense because you're on season 1. So you have experience on the Reverse series. I'm so excited to be part of it. I feel like it's an honor and a blessing, actually. I feel like I'm going to learn a lot.
You will. You definitely will.
Yeah.
And if I hadn't learned as much as I did last season, I probably wouldn't even be in this van today, because at the rate that I was going prior to season 1, I probably would have been dead by now.
Wow.
And that's what we're talking about. And so through that experience you had, which was life-changing, you were able to implement some things, you were able to make some changes and learn, right, how to live healthier. And of course you're back, and you're able to share what you learned with Janet, but also with others. And I think, frankly, you talked about that jarring experience of what it is like to deal with it every day. It's life-changing. When you get that diagnosis, am I right?
Yes. Yeah.
What was it? So
I was diagnosed around 7 years ago. And, you know, I can relate to Jerome because, you know, you were in your 40s when you were diagnosed
Early
as
40s,
well.
yeah.
And so when I saw you on the first series, I was very inspired.
Oh.
So,
You
absolutely.
make me cry.
Oh, I look forward to you know, getting a grasp of how to deal with all the effects of the diabetes and
because it's not easy. It's not easy.
and it really is a mind-body experience, right?
It is.
You know, one affects the other directly. If you aren't doing well physically, you're not going to do well mentally, emotionally, and vice versa. So everything has to be in sync. Of course, we talk a lot about wellness these days, right? And people always think of the physical side. There's a mental side, emotional side, a spiritual side, as well as other elements of wellness that all has to be taken into account in how we treat each other.
Exactly.
Coming up on Reversed.
And so, regardless of the specialty, nutrition is the most important thing.
It's your
I'm sorry.
foundation.
I'm sorry.
Right.
It's
Welcome to Costa Rica, first of all.
We are so excited to be here.
The mental health side is really important to me.
Sure.
So we're in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
That's so nice.
You know, I was thinking on the plane here, how many times have you been with patients, right? And you've got 15 minutes with them. Or, I mean, maybe max.
Maybe 15.
Maybe,
Yeah,
right?
maybe.
And you're taking notes, you're doing your best to make eye contact and all that. How many times have you been with them and just said, with somebody that's really tough, diabetes or high blood pressure, said, if I could just set up cameras, and that's what we're doing here.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Asa Andrew, and I just got to Costa Rica. Let's go. I'm here for one reason, and one reason only, because everyone that's here struggles with a health challenge called diabetes, and we're seeing it now more than ever. And I can tell you, it's the main health challenge out of all of them, that if you can lifestyle your way into getting sick, if you can lifestyle your way into getting these kind of issues, you can lifestyle your way out.
And so I love it. I love it that we're going to be able to have the time to talk about this stuff and to teach.
For sure,
because that's what we should be doing.
That's what we need to be doing.
And I just hope that other doctors follow this example.
I do too.
Either start a YouTube, start a podcast, start a whatever.
A little class in your clinic.
That's what needs to happen. And when more doctors start to do that, but first doctors, it's got to be on the radar.
That's it.
Doesn't it?
That's
and
it.
it's not on a lot of doctors' radar.
It's not.
So I'm Dr. Ken Berry. I'm a family physician. I've been practicing family medicine for over 20 years. I try to help people be healthy. That's the entire reason I became a physician, was to help people to, first of all, not get sick, but if they do get sick, to help them heal and completely heal if possible. And so regardless of the specialty, nutrition is the most important thing.
It's your
I'm sorry.
foundation.
I'm sorry.
Right.
It's the most important thing. And if a healthcare provider currently doesn't believe
Or
that,
PA or nurse practitioner, whatever.
any healthcare provider, they need to check their premises because they're practicing wrong. If nutrition is not one of the foundational principles of what you practice on, you're doing it wrong.
I always try to be there to greet the guests. It's their home for the next few days, and we want them to feel like they can relax and be at ease and get all the benefits of what the experts will be sharing. Costa Rica is such a lovely country, and they had long trips, and I wanted to be that smiling face when they arrived. So we've got Gemma and Dorian from Keto Mojo coming. They actually have the meter that we're going to be using, that the guests are going to be using for this show. So I'm just welcoming them to Costa Rica and to Reversed. Hey, Gemma and Dorian, how are you, brother? Good. Hey, dapper did. So we've got, welcome to Costa Rica, first of all.
We are so excited to be here.
Yeah.
Can't tell you.
So you guys go on in, we've got some refreshments and some other guests are there and some other experts are there, and make yourself at home.
All right, we
Okay.
are so excited.
All right, I'll see you in a second. Yeah, so throughout the day, we'll have more people arriving. So I like to always be there to kind of, let them know that they're welcome. So. Brother Carl.
Hey, Mr. Charles.
What's up, my man?
What's happening, man?
All right. Finally meet after all.
At long last.
Let me enjoy some of this pool over here for you.
Beautiful, beautiful. The house is gorgeous.
Yeah.
The house is gorgeous. The view is amazing.
I'm glad to finally meet you, man. We've been going back and forth for the last couple months here, and the mental health side is really important to me.
Sure.
And it's everything in a lot of ways, right? Because people have to be ready for the changes. They have to, be ready to accept and make the changes. And I got a good feeling that you're going to be able to kind of really, in a loving way, bring that out of them. So, we've got a nice long week ahead of us.
Yes.
And any concerns that you had, or thoughts, or?
Coming into this, I'm trying to just be open-minded.
Yeah.
I'm learning about this keto lifestyle myself in terms of the changes that take effect.
This is kind of personal for you too as well, right?
It is.
Yeah.
So on a couple of counts. First of all, my mother.
Yeah.
My mother died at the age of 66.
Okay.
She lived with type 2 diabetes, which then evolved into renal failure.
Yeah.
So she's on dialysis for the last several years in her life, and she died with cardiorespiratory failure.
Yeah.
It was a very traumatic experience for me. And then my own wife. And I want to be a support, just like we know Amanda's coming here to be a support for her mother. I want to be a support for my wife as well when I go home. And I think that's why it's also personal for me too, as well as serving this role.
Yeah, no. There's just so much. There's so much to learn.
There's a lot to
There's
learn.
a lot to learn.
However, I'm looking forward to this week of being with this great team of experts you brought in.
Yeah.
Best of the best.
I think so, brother. And you're one of them.
Right now.
All right, I'm gonna lay down here with you for a few seconds, because I gotta jump all over the place.
You do. You got a big job.
Before this thing falls. Let me just make sure, and I go back slowly.
Today was a good start to our time here in Costa Rica. Everyone's energy was extremely high, and even with COVID on our minds, people were eager to come and learn. The experts were all ready to go, as we had a short time to get a lot of ground covered. But we have the best of the best, and I know the next few days will be life-changing.